And welcome in, everybody. Glad you're with us. This is the game of the week on MLB The Show. It's the Chicago Cubs going up against the New York Yankees. Man, this team has really been struggling. You can see the frustration building, Singing.
Yeah, missed opportunities and a lack of timely hitting has really hurt them, Boog. Today's a new day, though. They have what it takes on this roster to turn things around. Great play is contagious as well.
Pitch coming your way next. So just about set now. Now the starting pitcher in this one, Carlos Rodon. What do you got on him, Chris?
Well, that whip is just below the league average, and that's a good thing in this case, not allowing too many base runners. So on most days, he's going to go out there and compete and put his team in a position to win, and I expect to see that from him in this one today.
Nico Horner leading things off and takes a strike. The 0-1. And a swing and a miss.
Well, there's a certain point where you have to commit to what you think you see, and he guessed wrong right there. Nasty slider with just terrific bite at the end.
And today is draft day, Singing an exciting day in terms of the future of the sport and the future of these teams. It's also changed a lot in terms of the immediacy of finding out. I mean, what was it? Carrier pigeon was how you found out about being drafted back when you were selected, right?
Well, fans today may not realize, because we have, such exposure on the internet and network sports and everything else, you find out right away. But when I was drafted back in 1993, I maybe found out, later in the day. I was drafted in the morning, that I was drafted by the San Francisco Giants. So regardless, I think the feeling is the same. No matter whether you find out right away or you find out a day later, you're just so excited to have been drafted by a professional baseball team and have the opportunity to pursue your dream.
Ian Happ up to hit. And a first pitch fastball is in for a strike. Rodon, when you talk about his skill set, he stops teams from getting hits. That's the thing that he's so good at. He's just really difficult to get base hits against. Just missed.
Well, he's got power, and he has a reputation of being a strike thrower. So to his advantage, he can expand the zone.
And there's a ball.
He can throw that fastball slightly above the top of the strike zone to get hitters to chase. He can also break it off, because when you're geared up for good velocity, it's hard to stay back. You have to make a decision really early.
So what's the approach from an offensive perspective against a guy that doesn't give up a lot of hits?
I think you just kind of have to lean out over the plate and take your base. But seriously, you just have to try to shorten up. I think guys choking up on the bat a little bit to have some more bat control, be a little bit quicker, and don't get greedy.
That's down and in.
2 strikes.
Fly ball down the line. Grisham trying to get there. Fielding for the wall. Makes the catch in foul ground. Time now for the Chicago Cubs lineup. Batting 7, someone they're hoping breaks out in this one. Carson Kelly.
Oh, there's no doubt, Boog. He's really struggling at the plate right now. It's hard to watch. Coming off a month where he only hit 200, so there's not a lot for him to feel good about. But sometimes a change in the calendar can really make a difference for whatever reasons. And with that said, I'm interested to see what kind of at-bats he puts together in this one. I hope we see some signs of life.
Kyle Tucker stands in now and watches strike 1. Strike 2. And ball 1.
Pretty standard high 0-2 fastball right there. If you're smart, He'll look for something down in the zone, but not too far. Don't want to chase that breaking ball in the dirt.
Fights that one away. Still 1-2. Swing and a miss. Struck him out. And a nice inning of work there as he sets him down 1-2-3. Cubs are down quietly. And now the Yankees will see what they can do. No score. You're dialed into the show. Back at Yankee Stadium, and our pitcher in this game, Shota Imanaga.
Yeah, and his whip tells you he's been pretty effective this year on the mound. I mean, opposing hitters having a hard time getting on base and then being able to really distract him and do damage in terms of getting around the base path. So, but taking the mound, this is a guy you want out there if you're his teammate, and I expect him to be good in this one.
Jose Caballero, the leadoff batter, as he looks at ball one. That smash towards center. And there's one away. Here's a look at Aaron Boone's lineup for the Yankees. And a key piece, a guy having a big season for them, Jazz Chisholm Jr.
No, Boog, not just the fans, not just the people watching this game, but us. I mean, we're pretty fired up to watch this guy swing the bat. He's got big-time pop this season, slugging percentage over 500. Outfielders, put your track shoes on because you're going to be running in the gaps, trying to climb the wall. This guy is going to do damage when he gets the bat to the baseball. Don't take your eyes off of him.
Ahmed Rosario, the next to hit, takes ball one. Swing and a pop-up. Bush brings it in, and there's two away.
That was a good pitch to hit right down the heart of the plate. Had pretty good timing on it. Just got underneath it a little bit and popped it up.
And now it's Giancarlo Stanton.
Well, he's been having a great year this year and hitting home runs at a good clip, and the matchup is very favorable.
And the first pitch misses for ball one. Stanton with a homer in his last game. Pulls that one foul. And that's off the inside edge. And that's ball two. The pitch. And now 2-2. Hammered, base hit. Joey gets on base and keeps it going. So the batter now will be Trent Grisham. 2 for 6 so far in the series. Swing and a miss. 0-1.
0-1.
Stanton off of first with 2 away. On the ground right side, and it's through for a hit. They stop the lead runner at second. Now 2 on with 2 outs.
He needed that one. It's been a tough stretch at the plate lately. Just one of those seeing eye base hits through the infield. He just kind of rolled over on it a little bit, but sometimes those can find a hole and get you a knock.
First and second, 2 outs. And next for New York, Cody Bellinger. Pitches in there. It's 0-1. First and second, 2 down. Here in the third and final game of the series. And it's even up.
There, he can move the ball around, add and subtract, get some weak contact at times. So you don't worry as much about him in this situation. Very capable of getting a ground ball and getting out of this little jam.
That one is absolutely belted back there. And that ball is out of here. He'll take a trot around the bases. His 14th of the year. And the Yankees have the lead. It's 3-0. The brighter the lights, the more he shines.
Yeah, this guy lives for big moments, and right there made a statement big time. Knew what pitch he wanted to hit, spit on some other pitches in this at-bat, was very patient, and it paid off.
Jazz Chisholm Jr. now, 6th in the AL in RBIs. Swings through that one, 0-1.
No ball, 1 strike.
And that's in the dirt. Two out, space is empty. Next offering is in for a strike. Just misses with that one. Inside, just missed.
Really good take, especially with 2 strikes.
Foul ball left side. He'll see another.
I wouldn't throw him another breaking ball. Try to go again with a fastball, slightly elevated. He just is having a hard time catching up.
Breaking ball in there. Got him looking. That's out number 3. Another look at the long ball for the Yankees. It's now 3-0. We head to the second in MLB The Show's Game of the Week. Back in the Bronx, all set for the start of the inning. So now it's the Cubs hitter in the 4-hole, Michael Busch.
Well, after scoring runs, this is where you're looking for that shutdown inning. Get that hot team back in there to swing the bats.
Rodon back to work. That one ripped. Grisham is there, makes the catch, and a quick out number 1. Dansby Swanson stands in.
Swanson, former first-round pick by the Arizona Diamondbacks, Vanderbilt player in college, College World Series player, all that good stuff, but really coming into his own.
Oh, he doesn't get the call, and that's ball 1. 1 out, base is empty. That one fouled off. And there's a ball.
2-1. Hey!
Inside, and the count's full. Swing and a miss, and he struck him out. That K is his 3rd of the game. Off to a strong start, Singy, as he's punched out 3 of the first 5 he's faced.
Well, he's definitely minimizing contact. He can get the swing and miss when he needs it, but he'll also keep the defense fresh behind him, allowing some balls in play as well.
Two down, nobody on. And misses inside. Swing and a miss. Struck him out. And the Cubs go 1-2-3. Nothing happening there for the Cubs. They trail it here 3-0. Back for for more from the Bronx. And the batter now, Austin Wells. This guy, one of the best defensive catchers going. You talk about framing, the ability to block, catch, and throw. He is at the top of the game. And the first offering a fastball for a strike.
Really good athlete, and many times we talk about the feet of infielders. This catcher as well, really quick feet. He's able to recognize the pitch, see the trajectory, and get into a spot where he can block those balls and keep them from going to the backstop.
Takes it himself. Leadoff man retired here in the second. Anthony Volpe stepping in now for the Yankees.
Really impressive with the way he frames, the way that he sets it up, because sometimes those pitches are off the plate, but because he sets up and presents it so well, he steals strikes for his pitcher.
Just missed. Here's a 1-1. Just missed.
Well, it's a good pitch there. Really had some run and finished a little up and in just on the edge. And that's one of those, if you swing at it, you had a broken bat as you jog back to the dugout.
And there's a rocket into the outfield. Around first, digging for two. The throw in. Not in time. He's safe.
Everything came together for him. He somehow got to that outside pitch and pulled it hard into the outfield. Not exactly what you're supposed to do with that kind of location, but you wouldn't know it by how the ball came off his bat.
One out. Runner at second. Paul Goldschmidt now. And first offering is fouled off. Volpe over at second, one down. Swing and a foul out of play. And down on strikes. And there are two outs.
Just locked him up right there for the second out, and that's an at-bat he's probably going to be thinking about for a little while. Didn't pull the trigger. Not how you want to go down in an RBI spot, so now you got to hope your teammate behind you can pick you up.
Caballero in the box here lets that one go for a ball. And a foul ball. Outside, and it's 2-1. Runner at second, two down. Bottom half of inning number 2. Ground ball left side. Sends it across to first, and the inning is over. The Yanks lead one, but they lead it 3-0. Back here at the ballpark, let's check out the latest news from around the league. Delivers a pitch in for a strike at 95.
Goodness, I think he just took the best pitch he's going to see in this at bat. You don't get many like that in that location. I don't know if you take that pitch against any pitcher out there on the mound.
That misses the zone, and it's 1-1. Kelly went deep in his most recent game. That misses, and a count 2-1. Fastball is outside. There's a strike up high. Full count now.
Full count.
Spoils a 2-strike pitch, and he'll see another. Fouled off again, and it remains 3-2. Draws the walk there, and that's their first base runner of the game. Here's the third baseman, Matt Shaw. And that one upstairs, ball one. Shaw, 23 years old, a former first-round pick in 2023. Nobody out, runner at first. And there's a strike on the outside corner.
Man, that pitch was dotted. So much talent on display when this guy's out there on the hill.
That's a laser base hit. Throw back in quickly. First and second now with nobody out.
Couldn't have timed it up any better than that. Fastball pretty much middle, and that's what you fall asleep dreaming about as a hitter. So no surprise he put a great swing on it.
First and second, no outs. Pete Crow Armstrong, the next Cub to hit. And there's a foul ball. Crow Armstrong launched a homer in his most recent game. That one's upstairs, ball one. The 1-1 is fouled off. Rodon ready. Here comes. Struck him out. He says, I don't care about draft rounds. Take a seat. So here's Horner now. He struck out swinging at his first at bat. Late swing fouled off. Swing and a miss. And it's 0-2.
Sometimes being lucky is a swing and miss. If he makes contact with that pitch, probably hits into a double play.
In the air, left field, Stanton. Puts it away for the out. 2 away now.
Just pulled off of it a little bit right there. That front shoulder coming open instead of staying closed. If he does that, he's going to be able to go up the middle the other way with some authority instead of a fly out to left.
Now it's going to be Ian Happ. He's 0 for 1. First pitch doesn't find the zone.
1 ball.
Kelly on second. Shaw on at first with 2 down. That one finds the zone, and 1-1. That clips the corner.
And this guy's got a great feel for his breaking ball today.
Just misses, and that's ball 2. And a swing and a miss. And that's 6 Ks for him in this one. So they strand a pair. We move on to the bottom of inning number 3. Yankees 3 and the Cubs nothing. Welcome back as we take a check of the current standings. And that's through there for a strike. 0-1.
You know, these Yankees doing a good job of simply getting the bat on the ball in this game, and the numbers back that up. And here's a stat for you, Boog. They're making contact with more than 85% of the pitches that they're swinging at. It's pretty special stuff. Not so good if you're out there on the mound.
Now batting, the left fielder, Giancarlo.
Giancarlo Stanton at the plate. 1-for-1 with a single and a run scored so far.
Ball. 1-0.
One down, base is empty.
Ball.
Well, usually a high level of confidence when you're facing a young pitcher out there on the mound. In this situation, ahead 2-0, he's put himself in a really good spot.
That one to first. Bush. And he handles it himself for the out.
Number 12.
2 down, base is empty. Now here's Trent Grisham. 1-for-1 with a single so far.
We jump in paradise, feed the rich and starve the poor.
And that is out of play. Next offering is outside. Way out front for strike 2.
1-2.
That one missed.
2 strike.
Ripped to short. Zips it to first. And it's a 1-2-3 inning. So no runs, no hits, no errors, and no one left. On to inning number 4. Yankees 3 and the Cubs nothing. Welcome back. Let's take a look at how the series has played out so far. First pitch just misses.
1 ball.
You know,
No
these
strike.
Cubs, as this game goes on, have to be more disciplined at the plate. So many of their outs have come from weak contact on pitches they're chasing outside of the strike zone. You can't do much of anything with those locations, and that's been true again today.
Next offering is in for a strike.
And as a pitcher, when the hitters are swinging at everything, you feel no need to challenge inside the zone. You just keep working the corners and expanding that strike zone and beyond, and they just keep eating right out of your hand.
Gets a piece and stays alive. Stays alive.
That wasn't an easy pitch to hit. It's much easier to do damage against mistakes, but that's not what that pitch was.
Just misses the mark outside the zone.
No, this is a guy that can be frustrating for pitchers because he fouls off so many pitches and grinds out the at-bat. I'm sure there's some times where a pitcher would rather just give up a first pitch single than have to waste 6 or 7 pitches on one hitter.
Next offering misses down and away.
Expect for that guy to come right at you with a fastball, something in the zone, because he does not want to allow the leadoff walk.
And a foul ball, he stays alive. cut on and lifted in the air. Bellinger right there to make the grab. And there's one down.
Oh, I think the key, I mean, if he can get through one more inning, anything after that, a hitter or two is bonus, but they should be lined up good enough to get to the finish line.
Bush in the box now. No balls and a strike.
Generally, second, third time through the lineup, you want to be able to lean on those secondary pitches and command them. Looks like he's doing a nice job of it.
1 ball, 1 strike.
Swinging a foul back. That's out of play. 1 down, base is empty. Fouls it back with 2 strikes. And that one just missed off the outside edge.
2-2.
And that is downstairs. And that's ball 3.
The guy at the plate could recognize slider out of the hand. Didn't stay in the tunnel very long in terms of depth and perception. He knew right away it was an off-speed pitch.
Struck him out looking.
Quite the start to this game on the mound. Looking very dangerous to these hitters. 7 punch-outs already. So this lineup hasn't had much success trying to figure him out. I'm impressed with what we're seeing here.
2 outs, base is empty. And now it's Dansby Swanson. At 96, that pitch is in for a strike.
Well, he's been incredibly efficient in this one. First pitch strike percentage over 70%. That's well above league average, and that's what's allowed him to pitch well up until this point.
Foul ball. Yankees up by 3. Battling here as he fouls it away. Gets a piece, and it stays 0-2. 2 outs. Caught him looking for the K. And the Cubs are down in order. Still down 3-0. Ready to go for the last half of the inning. And now Cody Bellinger. And first offering is fouled off. That's a ball. Went with the sweeper. That one's in there. That's strike 2. On the ground to the left. Shaw fires across the diamond. They go 5-3 for the first out as the third baseman makes the play from the shortstop spot in the shift. Jazz Chisholm Jr. stepping in now for the Yankees. Struck out looking at his first at bat. There's a strike.
Probably the best one we have seen. Throwing it where he wanted to, have a nice tight spin to it, and a teaser just off the edge of the plate.
Late on that fastball.
Man, he was really tardy on that fastball. Great job of setting him up by throwing the curveball. Add some velocity to it on the next pitch. Can't catch up.
Foul ball. It stays 0-2. Base is empty, 1 away. We're here in the bottom of the 4th. Oh, and he hit him. He had 2 strikes on him, and he hit him.
The catcher, number
At the plate, Austin Wells. 0 for 1. He grounded out to first his last time. He is at the top of the game in terms of defense at the catching spot. That's a strike across the top of the zone.
It's so impressive because these guys have to do so much study and preparation for their pitchers, for opposing hitters, and really their number one job is to guide that staff through a ball game. And so when you also can turn it up offensively, and
there goes the runner. There's a ball. Throw to
ball.
second. Tag out at second.
well, the throw bounced in there perfectly. Really nice job on the bag. Pick it, apply that tag, hold it on him. Just didn't get a good jump over there at first base. That's half the battle of stealing bases, maybe even more.
1-2 here. Fouled off, and they'll do it again. Fouls it off, still 1-2.
That was the emergency hack right there.
And the sweeper is off the plate. Swings through that one. It's a strikeout. Down in order go the Yankees, but they're on top by a count of 3-0. Welcome back. Quite a pitcher's duel so far. Here's how the starters have performed up to this point. Rodon back to work. Close, but call the ball. 1-0.
You know, these Cubs doing a great job, Boog, of just waiting for the right pitch to come their way, and I'm seeing very patient at-bats out of them. The starter's pitch count is high because they've worked the count full against him 5 different times. Their pitch selection's been off the charts today.
Pitch misses. Ball 2. Swings, fouls it off, and he breaks his bat.
Really great change of speeds. He goes off the off speed to the fastball, and the hitter doesn't know what's coming next.
Chases the changeup in the dirt. Wells gathers, throws to first, got him. 1 away on the strikeout.
now batting. The catcher,
And now the batter is Carson Kelly. Worked a walk in his first trip to the plate. That's outside, and it's 1-0. The Yanks leading by 3, and we're at the top of the 5th. And that one fouled off. Yeah, that's fouled off. Gets a piece there. We'll do it again. That one misses, and it's 2-2. And they'll do it again. Make it 4 strikeouts in a row, just cruising along.
Well, I'm not sure what he was waiting on right there. He got the changeup and still late on it. You rarely see that. It almost makes you think that he was trying to set the pitcher up. I mean, if you can't catch up to the off-speed stuff, there's no way you're going to touch a fastball.
And that one hammered. That's back there. And gone. He'll touch them all. And they've got their first run. It's 3-1.
Well, he went up there 0-0 looking to do damage. I think he had his sights set on that pitch. He went and got it and circled the bases.
And now Pete Crow Armstrong. Fastball for a strike. And a foul ball.
One and two.
Foul ball, still a 1-2 count. Swing and a ground ball up the middle. That's a base hit. So a 2-out knock keeps the inning alive.
The batter, the second baseman, Nico Horner.
So the batting order turns over. Nico Horner, the next Cub to hit. 0 for 2 in this one. And that one pulled foul. And that's downstairs. And now it's even 1-1.
Well, just about to hit that century mark. 100 pitches for this game.
Oh.
Chop to third. Crow Armstrong off of first with 2 away. That one the other way. He takes it himself to the bag, and that'll do it. But not before they answer back with a solo home run. It's now a 3-1 ball game.
Going, yeah, we in go mode. Going, yeah, we in go mode.
Yeah, we in go mode, never going slow mo.
Going, we in go mode. Going, we in go mode. We don't ever stop.
Welcome back. Let's check out what's been happening of late. Really been struggling. Hit in the air, center field. Crow Armstrong nabs it, 1 down.
This opportunity is once in a lifetime.
The first baseman,
And Paul Goldschmidt will come up to hit. He was a strikeout victim his first time.
Once in a lifetime.
Swing and a high fly ball, well struck. Crow Armstrong reaching back towards the wall. Grabs it right up against the wall.
Well, those can be pretty fun as an outfielder. Got to put it into his highest gear and go a long way to track that one down. Nothing better than that. You feel like a wide receiver playing football. Well, Boog, after watching the first inning of this one, you would not have expected that this pitcher would be in such a groove and still in the ball game at this point.
And that one upstairs, ball 1.
0-2 fastball way out of the zone. I think he's trying to speed him up. Got to stay back. Off speed's probably coming.
Fights that one away. Still 1-2. Swings and misses. Struck him out. So the Yanks go in order, but they still lead it 3-1. New inning getting started. Digging in is the switch inning outfielder, Ian Happ. Happ, a multi-Gold Glove Award winner, 30 years old now, and he's been touching home plate quite a bit lately, scoring 8 runs over the last 10 games. Movement in the Yankees pen, David Bednar getting loose out there for Aaron Boone. Doval also getting ready.
Up.
Out to short. Over to Goldie. Leadoff man retired in the 6th.
The right fielder, number 30, Kyle.
Here's Kyle Tucker. And there's a strike. Base is empty, 1 away, and we're the top half of the 6th. And that one ripped into right, and it goes just foul. Rodon ready, the 0-2 on the way. And it's fouled off. They'll do it again. One down, base is empty. Foul ball, still 0-2. Good job to fight that one off. That misses the zone. Now 1-2. King Tuck goes down on strikes.
Oh, really expanded the zone right there with that fastball off the outside corner of the plate. Got him to chase it. That's a tough one to lay off of because it starts close to you and just continues to run away from you in that batter's box. So it's a really nice pitch with 2 strikes.
And now the first baseman, Michael Busch. The other way, and foul ball. Ball 1 there.
1 ball, 1 strike.
Just missed.
Definitely a frustrating day for the offense, but when they look at it, this guy's had his best stuff. Been painting the corners, working on the edges and changing speeds. Just a difficult one. You tip your cap.
Next offering is in for a strike. Swing and a high fly ball left field. Bellinger settles underneath it. Makes the play, and it's out number 3. No runs, no hits, no errors. 2, 3, 4 due up in the home half of the 6th. Yankees 3 and the Cubs 1. Well, we go bottom 6, and now it's Ahmed Rosario. And a first pitch fastball is in for a strike. Swing and a pop-up. Foul at a play off to the right side. That'll find the stands. Fights that one away, and the count remains 0-2. cut on and miss, struck him out. Now 5 strikeouts for him on the mound.
He had him out in front, which isn't easy to do against a hitter like this, known for using the entire field. Just couldn't sit back long enough on that one.
In the air, right field. Tucker in position. Makes the catch for the out.
Now batting, the right fielder.
2 down, bases empty. Now here's the Yankees cleanup hitter, Trent Grisham. Singled and scored back in the first. He's 1 for 2. That's in for a strike.
Well, you got to give him credit out there on the mound. This outing started off a little shaky, but he's found a way to settle in and turn this into a pretty good start. Kind of shows you a lot about his mental makeup as a pitcher.
That one down the line, and they put the tag on him for the out. 1, 2, 3, go the Yankees. And the score stays 3-1.
Now pitching.
David Bednar gets the call from the pen.
He's averaging more than 1 hit allowed per inning pitched this season, and that's not where you want to be at all. So we'll see how he does here.
And here comes Dansby Swanson, who's 0 for 2 with a pair of strikeouts. And that is cut on and missed. 0-1.
Pitching has been pretty dominant in this one, but you got to be careful. Not working with too big a lead. They could get right back in this ball game if you're not careful.
Check swing. He went too far, and it's a strike. The 0-2. That one just misses.
Well, that's kind of what you expect in an 0-2 count. Excellent job of the hitter to have the plate discipline to lay off of that pitch.
Swings and hits one in the air out towards right field. Grisham is there, makes the catch, and there's one down.
Now batting, designated hitter.
Seiya Suzuki, the next Cub to hit. And he swings and lifts one to deep center field. That's back. Gone into Monument Park. That one landed amongst the legends. A towering shot to center. His 22nd homer of the year. It's 3-2. 1 pitch, 1 swing, 1 home run.
Yeah, you could say that's efficiency right there. Didn't need much time in the box to make an impact. Power versus power right there, like 2 locomotives colliding. Who's going to win? A really good job there by the hitter, getting the top hand working. Powers that fastball out of here.
Carson Kelly now at the plate. He is struck out and he is walked. First pitch misses.
1-0.
Looking to get the tying run on base.
2 balls, no strike.
And that one is downstairs. And now 3-0. Bednar maybe a little less aggressive on the mound right now after that home run, Chris.
Yeah, it seems that way. You know, pitchers, they can come out, feel good, but then all of a sudden get touched up a little bit, and they start trying to throw instead of pitch. They're not trusting their stuff.
Well, he's been good for the most part. Is it going to take someone going out to the mound to maybe refocus him a bit?
Well, partner, every pitcher's a little different. I liken it to you. Sometimes you come in and you're not as focused, and I kind of do what it takes to get you on track, and then you have a great show. So perhaps it's the same with him. Nobody really wants their rhythm broken up, but sometimes they need a little pick-me-up.
That play won't be trending on social media later on, but it's still important to execute it to perfection. This game is a lot harder than it looks, partner.
Shaw in the box again, takes a strike. Fouled off down the right side.
Trying to keep good speed off the bases.
2 down, nobody on. Tosses to the pitcher, covering the bag. And that is that. But not before they're able to draw closer with this blast. It's now a 3-2 ball game. We're back in a new pitcher here to start the bottom of the 7th. Daniel Palencia.
They know that he can get a right-hander out, but he's in position to face a couple of lefties this inning.
Well, 1-run game, and here comes Bellinger. He's already homered in this game. Swing and a ground ball. Over to first, and Bellinger is out. Jazz Chisholm Jr. stepping in now for the Yankees. Just off the inside edge. Activity in the bullpen. Andrew Kittredge up and throwing for manager Craig Counsell. Thielbar getting loose as well. 1 down, base is empty. And it's fouled away. That's down and in. Next offering upstairs. Knocks that one away, and we'll do it again. And there's ball 4. That's a great at bat. He saw a lot of pitches and earned a walk.
That's a nice at bat and a great take on 3-2. Probably could have gone either way in that spot around the knees.
1 down. Austin Wells stepping in now for the Yankees. Palencia with a move to first. And he dives back in safely. Foul ball there. And now the count is even. 1-run game, 1 out, 1 on. The kick and the pitch. Runner goes. Ball misses. Throw to second. Out.
Man, I see him trying to be aggressive right there late in this ball game. Trying to add on to that lead. You know, I really like the thought, but it just didn't work out that time. Nice job by the defense right there to keep things right where they are in terms of the score.
Swing and a drive, deep right field. Back there. Forget it. They must be going crazy in the dugout. It's 4-2.
He hasn't been at his best at the plate these last few games, so this could end up being an important home run for him. Maybe it's a sign of more to come. They thought he could blow a high fastball by him, but he was ready for it. Look at how quickly he jumped on that pitch.
And stepping in for the Yankees, Anthony Volpe. And that one a little bit high.
1 ball, no strike.
Two down, bases empty, but 1 run across here at the bottom of the 7th. That misses. Now 2-0. Palencia maybe a little less aggressive on the mound right now after that home run, Chris.
Yeah, it seems that way. You know, guys, they can come out, feel good, but then all of a sudden get touched up a little bit, and they start trying to throw instead of pitch. They're not trusting their stuff.
This one popped up. Horner under this one. And makes the grab. And that's the 3rd out. The Yanks do get one on the solo homer. It's now 4-2. This is MLB The Show's Game of the Week. The 8th inning is coming your way next. Welcome back, and a new arm on the mound to start the 8th. Camilo Doval.
And compared to a lot of other relievers, strikeouts have not been a big weapon for him this year, so the defense should be active.
So up now for Chicago, Pete Crow Armstrong, 1 for 2. In the air, pretty deep out to center field. Bellinger under it. Brings it in. And there's one down.
The batter number 2.
Here's Nico Horner. 0 for 3 in this one. Chris, baseball today, so many strikeouts, and they are available to pitchers. But this is a guy that puts the bat on the ball and is kind of different from the players that we see day in, day out. Takes it to the bag, steps on first, and it's out number 2.
If you want to be a great defense, you have to deliver consistently. It doesn't matter how many highlight reel plays you make if you can't execute the small stuff, just like we saw.
2 outs, base is empty. Next to hit, Ian Happ. 0 for 3. A fly out, a ground out, and a strikeout. In there for a strike at 100 miles an hour. And it's 0-1. Meanwhile, activity in the bullpen. Devin Williams getting loose out there for Aaron Boone. 2 down, nobody on. And we're in the top of the 8th. Close one, doesn't get the call. And the count is 1-1.
Yeah, his swing is so good. It's in the zone a long time. He gets the barrel to it a lot, and that produces more base hits.
And the 1-2 misses to even the count. When you look at the elite teams in the game right now, there is going to be the slug, no question about it. But the really, he locked him up, and that'll do it. The inning is over. 3 up, 3 down for the Cubs. Still down by a count of 4-2. Back now, new pitcher on the mound as we roll into the bottom of the 8th, Andrew Kittredge.
Pretty tight game, so they're looking for quality pitches out of him right here. Got to do his best to keep the score right where it is.
Here is Goldschmidt.
Yeah, and the domino effect of that is running up pitch counts on pitchers and then either getting them to a place of fatigue or getting into the bullpen perhaps before you get to those higher leverage arms at the back end.
On the ground right side, Horner in plenty of time to first, one up, one down.
The designated hitter.
Jose Caballero getting ready to hit. One of the things that Jim Leland used to say when I was broadcasting with the Marlins, the longer a plate appearance goes for a batter, the more likely it is that something good will happen for the hitter. One down, base is empty. Right through there for a strike.
1-1.
And a breaking ball misses outside.
2 balls, 1 strike.
Off the mark there. And now 3 balls and a strike. And he walked him.
Pretty easy walk right there. Last pitch wasn't even much to think about.
So a man at first. And up next for New York, Ahmed Rosario.
1-0.
In the dirt. Caballero stands at first with 1 out. Run around to go. Pitch misses. Throw to second, and he's out.
Now, I got to admit, I'm kind of shocked he got caught stealing right there because of how big the lead was over at first base. Catcher doesn't throw very well either, but for whatever reasons, things came together, and they got the out at second. Really impressive job, I'd say. Nasty 2-0 slider there for a strike. That tells you he's got a lot of confidence in that pitch.
Swing and a miss. Ugly swing right there.
He has a tendency to chase out of the zone, and that slider that's down, that's one of his money pitches to get that swing and miss.
That misses. And now 3-2.
3 balls, 2 strikes.
Keeps the at-bat going with a foul ball. 9th pitch of the at-bat due next. Got him. He didn't make it easy for him on the mound, but they still get the strikeout. Yanks held in check as they can't add to their 4-2 lead. We're back, and on the mound is the closer, Devin Williams.
Save opportunity for him right here, and he's their guy. Time to lock this one down and get out of here with the W.
So here's Kyle Tucker now, 0 for 3 with 2 strikeouts and a flyout. And that one fouled off. Williams, a 6'2" righty, 195 pounds, and he's a former Rookie of the Year. Next offering is fouled back.
Well, he got challenged with a good fastball right there. Just couldn't catch up.
And he chases that one. And a strikeout for the first out here in the 9th.
Well, that right there is what you want to see out of your closer. Come in and close the door. Cancel any hope that that opponent has in making some type of comeback in the ball game. Tell you what, that helps him settle in, and that helps everybody else relax a little bit to get these other 2 outs.
Bush, batting with 1 down, takes a strike. Base is empty, 1 away here at the top of the 9th. Handles, throws to first. They get him, but it was pretty close. So it's their last chance in this one. Swanson digs in. Swinging a foul straight back. Two outs.
This guy's pounding the zone. Hitters don't have time to think in between pitches.
The Cubs down to their final strike. Softly hit back behind third. And that's a fair ball. Around first, heading for two. And he's in there standing up with a two-out double.
Well, he keeps the hitting streak going with that ninth inning knock right there. Coming through under pressure, and not the ideal way to get the job done, Boog, but it works.
You know, only once during DiMaggio's famous hitting streak did he wait until the ninth inning to extend it. That's pretty amazing.
Yeah, and the best thing to do is get that thing out of the way early. No doubt about it. You can move on with the game. Otherwise, you start gripping the bat a little tighter as the game progresses towards the end.
That one in the dirt and gets away. So a wild pitch allows the runner to advance.
As a closer, he's out there in that role for a reason, but even they lose the handle on one here and there, especially with all the nasty stuff coming out of bullpens these days. He's making it a little interesting here.
Tying run at the plate.
2-1.
This one in the dirt, and well done to keep it close. Out to short. Volpe on the run, sends it over to first, and that is the ball game.
Well, this was a tightly played game. Got a little of everything. Some timely hitting, runs on the board, key pitching and defense in certain spots. Definitely a fun one to watch.
And your final 4-2. For Chris Singleton and our entire outstanding crew here at MLB The Show, I'm John Shambi. We'll see you soon for the next Game of the Week.
Don't nobody wanna dance slow in the rain. Sneak your, don't nobody wanna liberate the weight of the pain. Sneak your. Sometimes I hate taking trips to the lab. Got my pen and pad, booking instrumentals and smash. Catch the bus regardless. Trying hard to be an artist, but my A&R be calling me out my zone into his office. Being cautious, still want my record to break. Asking me how I think my project's progressing. I say cool, but the truth is I'm stressing.